creating something on my own. Like I came in, like I've always wanted to like maybe start a nonprofit myself, or I do something in my community that I felt maybe was a need. So I'm hoping with all that I've learned here, I'll be able to do that and go out there in my community and just add on to like all the assets that I've found, because before it was hard to kind of see like where things were going on and happening. So yeah, I hope to just take all I've learned and continue working towards helping people and finding somewhere where I could make more change.
All my CO Fridays, all my 2.0 Thursdays, all my techniques on working with people that may be difficult to work with, and the strength and the support system from Public Allies that I feel will always be with me.
So being with Public Allies for 2 years has definitely taught me about two things that I hope to bring with me when I leave this program. The first one is to go into everything I choose to do with an openness that Public Allies has taught me. This program, I definitely wouldn't have gotten as much out of it if I wasn't open and trusting of the people around me and the program and how it's structured. I think I grew a lot, I learned a lot, and I had great times because I was open to letting that happen. And so taking that openness with me and trusting that whatever I put myself into is going to have a good outcome for me. And the second one is the connections I've made. I think, you know, the biggest part of Public Allies for me has been the people around me and just learning about everyone and making those friendships that I maybe not have the opportunity to make without Public Allies. So bringing those people with me in my life as I go forward, as well as a constant reminder of there are other people in the world who are doing just, you know, the same work that I'm doing, and it's not just me anymore. You know, you can feel in this line of work that what kind of impact am I making? I'm just one person, but when you connect yourself with so many other one people doing this kind of work, it makes you feel like a really powerful force. And so I'm very proud to be a Public Ally, and I'm happy that I'm moving on with these lessons that I've learned.
All these ideas and these values and everything that we've discussed, I want to manifest them in my life. And so in my second year, I've worked really hard at balancing work and play and living the values of continuous learning, focus on assets, integrity, you know, just really putting it to work and then developing habits out of it, so that as I continue on with my life, that these come to me naturally. I don't have to sit and necessarily think about it. Though I do appreciate the time that Public Allies has given me for reflection. And I think that reflection is a really important part. So important that in my regular work day, I now, for the last 10 minutes of my work day, give myself a little debrief and check out and all that good stuff, because it just helps me, you know, figure out how my day went, why I did what I did, and decide how I could do better, or if it worked, or anything like that. And so that's what I'm taking with me.
I know. Feels amazing. It is totally refreshing. It's wonderful. You come back out here in the sunlight, you can keep your face from burning here. And then the rest of you that never sees the sun, because I'm probably blinding whoever is watching this, get some sunlight. So I'm living the life.
So we need B.
Yeah.
Oh! Vulcan.
It's the end of the world as we know it, and we'll be fine.
Shush, don't say I got it.
I can't even leave this one. Don't stop, 5G's coming to my woods.
But there's so many favorite ever. The flash mobs and the trip to New York. Like, I think that's my favorite stuff right there.
First retreat. I think that was my favorite because everybody got to know each other really quickly after life maps, and it was just like family ever since. And you just can't remake that type of magic. I think it'll always stay with me.
I have to say that my favorite memories kind of culminate into moments where I get to sit and reflect on Public Allies and on my connections with other people. So I would have to say, like, my favorite moments. Last year it was laying down on the bridge and looking up into the sky and thinking about Public Allies. And this year it was walking through the labyrinth and really getting to think about Public Allies again and the closure and the finality of it all.
I definitely think the flash mob, obviously, was one of my favorite memories. But I think something that I'll always remember is after my dad passed away and I was gone for an entire week, and then I came back and we had our day in Hartford, and Kat played me. We were in Hartford and everyone was really nice and stuff, and then Kat asked me if I wanted to go get something to eat at her house afterwards, and I showed up and all of Public Allies was there for a surprise party for me, and it was like the best moment ever, and I cried, but it was like beautiful, and it just like solidified my love for Public Allies and how much love they had for me. So
I think it's a group of moments from last year and again this year when it was just, the group meshed so well together that it wasn't even a question that we were going to be hanging out on Fridays after CL or, just hanging out when we were all together. We would always, just keep the fun going and be friends forever. Best friends forever.
Yes, I think I was thinking about my PO last year just because I sort of really freaked out about it because I was so terrified about public speaking, but then I sort of started realizing how everybody is terrified of public speaking, and that just sort of like normalized my anxiety, made me feel more comfortable that I'm not a freak or that I'm not weird, and I think it was also a major growing point for me.
I think if I have to pick one really good favorite moment, it would have to be some point at the campfire at last year's first retreat.
Dan's in agreement.
Yeah, so we just had everybody out there. It was just, I know we always talk about Public Allies magic, but that was the moment that I knew I wanted to come back for a second year, and I hadn't even spent a day at placement, so I would definitely pick that.
Yes! We are braving the storm for you to talk about your Public Allies favorite moment. Look at this craziness, everybody! Oh my god, the trees! Go, go, go!
Okay, my favorite PACT memories. The final day of our TSP project last year with Watch Hartford. Running from the storm today, and all the 2.0 time that we had.
I love Public Allies. I would so do a third year if there was a third year. I love all my friends. I look at them like family, and just grateful for that opportunity to be down.
Night, night, nug, nug. Night, night, nug, nug.